Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Reynolds with Sagacity Branding. I just wanted to take a few minutes here to walk you through the services that we offer, and I kind of want to break it down a little bit for you so you better understand exactly what it is we do here. So we offer three things primarily: AI proofing, emotional storyboard marketing, and social media that engages customers. I mean people who are high quality leads, people who actually need to connect with your business, because the quality of your funnel matters. So let's go back to the top here. Let's start with AI proofing. Now, if you've watched any news lately or seen any media at all, you might see a lot of stuff about AI. This is because it really is taking over. And I know that sounds scary, but it's actually an opportunity in disguise. I want to take you back in time, okay? Go back 20 years to when SEO first started blowing up, first started exploding. Some people didn't even have a website. And when an SEO firm would call them, they'd explain the benefits of having a website. A lot of people were like, that internet thing, it's a fad, it doesn't matter. I get my traffic from, walk-ins, etc. Right? Quickly, they realized they were wrong. But for those that jumped on that train early, for those who built the website, who hired the SEO company, who went the extra mile to establish a foundation out there on the internet, they controlled their industry for 20 years. The same thing's happening now. What happened with SEO 20 years ago is happening right now with AI. AI is the new algorithm. This goes for all search engines. They're all using it. And they might be slowly integrating it, but we're already seeing the effects, and it's only going to continue to snowball. Most people will think of Google, Bing, Yahoo, AOL, MSN, DuckDuckGo. But what most people don't realize is that the social media platform is a search engine as well. And we're talking all of them: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. All of them are search engines. Think about it. You go to these places to find things. You query something, they give you a solution, right? What I'm getting at here is the world as we knew it is changing. These platforms are now using AI algorithms instead of the traditional SEO algorithms. The days of creating headers and alt tags for your images and keyword stuffing, all of those days are gone. It almost doesn't matter at all anymore. Why? Because AI functions like a human, and its goal is to produce the best human experience. If you go back 20 years, you might remember having to click on many links. Nowadays, we often never go to the second page on Google in order to get a solution, because the first solution is always the best. Why is that? It's because AI makes use of large language models to understand more content, not just about you and your reputation and your web presence, but also all of your competitors. And it knows what will cause the client, the customer, the searching user to have a positive experience. Now, for you, that means we want them to buy your product so that they can have the excellent service or experience the excellent benefits of the product to know that they are satisfied. How can you do that if you can never get to the top? You have to work with AI, guys. It's no different than having to work with Google and develop SEO. This is the future. You have to be able to do two things in order to land top ranking these days, and most importantly, clients that last. Not just clients that buy one time, but clients that want to remain loyal to you for life. Brand loyalty is what we're talking about here. The first thing you have to do is understand how to emotionally connect with your client. Sadly, most companies don't understand this when it comes to creating content. That's why most content always looks the same. You ever notice how a lot of ads are all the same? We're the best in the industry. We're number one. We were ranked number one in XYZ magazine, and we've been around for 20 years, and we have all this experience, and we hire the best technicians, and we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and blah, 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 blah. You know what that sounds like to the customer? Blah, 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 blah. They don't hear the statements you're saying, and they definitely don't give any credence to it, and they don't even really care, okay? Now, a lot of times, clients will be focused too much on the price, but that's also not the most important part of their journey. Because if you ask them, hey, Steve, I know you're interested in this car, but it'll only drive about 1,000 miles before the transmission's gonna drop out of the bottom and roll down the interstate. Would you buy that car even though it's cheaper? No, none of us would, right? So obviously they're not going to tell you that the transmission is going to fall out on the bottom of the car, but clients, customers, consumers, they're mentally trained psychologically to detect quality in the marketplace. If you deliver a quality product, a quality service, then you should deliver a quality pitch, quality content. Makes sense, right? But with that said, it's imperative that we emotionally connect to our customer. The other part of this that matters is creating a foundation for your business that AI understands. We don't often know enough about the companies we do business with to fully feel comfortable. Think back to some of the transactions you've made with a salesperson, for instance, or the last time you got a new roof on your house, the last time you bought a car, the last time you had to make any major decision where you handed money over for some service or good. Now, you probably didn't feel a 10 out of 10 trust in that transaction across the board. You probably didn't actually trust your salesperson or representative, right? Maybe there was a little doubt there. Maybe you didn't actually trust the company. Maybe you trusted the salesperson, but not the company. Maybe you actually trusted both, but not the product, not the service. You have to have trust for all three of these as a consumer to be able to say, I have a 10 out of 10 confidence. This is my solution. Now, why is this so important? What are we getting at here? What I'm saying is AI is doing that for them, guys. You heard me right. It's already being implemented in all of these search engines and platforms, and it's only going to grow from here. The time to get in on this is now. If you wait, your competitors most definitely will overtake you. There is no doubt in my mind. There will be industry winners across the board. The only question is, are you going to be one of them? Or are you going to live with the regret, which is far more expensive than the cost to get this done? I'll tell you that much right now. The third thing we offer is creating engaging social media. And we're talking ridiculously engaging. Most people think it's more valuable to have millions of views. Well, what good is millions of views if you have no leads? The strategy here is to properly identify your target audience. And by that, I mean a quality lead, a customer that has characteristics that relate to the values of the company. Then they will engage. Then they will like your posts. Then they will share your posts. Then they will visit your website. Then they'll fill out the contact form. Then they'll have the call. Then they'll buy the product. And then they'll tell everybody about it. We build the storyline effectively from the start to the finish. We set them up in a way where they understand the problem and they agree that they have that problem. We let them know that we understand how painful that problem has been for them. We introduce them to your company, explain how there is a solution, explain that we can battle this, explain that there is an answer, and then we lead them to the answer. And your product or service is the answer. It's time to contact us. We have specialists that understand each platform and how AI impacts the search results. We understand the direction that it's going. In short, we see the future. So while we can't go back in time 20 years ago and get on the SEO train right away, we can get on the LLM, emotional storyboard marketing train, and AI-proof your content and get you rolling now. So treat your business like a child. You can't let your kid go hungry, right? And now is the time to act. Whoever takes this opportunity now will dominate their industry for the next 20 years. Mark my words. So give me a shout and introduce me to your company. I want to get to know what your problems are. I want to get to know where your ceiling is. But most importantly, I would like to figure out how I can help you break through that ceiling and dominate your industry for the next 20 years. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys.